today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
A gain of 16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. Allen by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Packers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
They're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly or behind closed.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want...
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Complete to
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First down.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Down at the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
Complete to Martin.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
14.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now. Doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 7.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
And yet, Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they have. The sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's got room. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And just bowling over tacklers. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Aaron Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
is good.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here comes Cobb. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Brian Anger.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it, and we'll enjoy it, and actually marvel at it. These guys are making...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and is chipping away at their confidence.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 15 yards on the play, first down. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are pouring it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. That's complete right around the 8. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
For the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. Oh, fighting off the defender. Space to maneuver at the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game's gone to halftime, all tied at 7-all. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to be Packer football.
Watson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovery.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, the keeper, this is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Watson on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson going to keep it again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunate, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aaron Rodgers sacked.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he knocks it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Check pass, check pass. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And this will be incomplete.
So the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to. Just